According to a 2010 Pew Research Center report, Black women are the least likely group of women to marry, especially outside of their own race. That's right. Really? According to sociologist Cheryl Giudice, one solution might be for Black women to start considering dating outside of their race, which obviously for us is pretty common here. But I think she's not specifically speaking.
It's true.
I heard that.
Yeah. We all are in relationships.
We all are in relationships that are interracial.
That is so crazy.
Okay, so she says that Black women typically don't do this because of historical tensions, obviously, and that specifically with white men, but she's not just speaking about white men, she's also speaking about you could date an Asian man, Tisha, you could date a Latino, you could date a Middle Eastern. I mean, there's the options are endless. Okay, so... Cheryl says that if you are willing to date outside of your race, you may be pleasantly surprised. So, Tisha, would you consider dating outside your race? I'm curious.
Yes, now, yes. I've never done it.
I'm so curious.
Yeah. You answered that so fast. Like,
I said it fast. I did say it a little
And you
fast.
said yes. Why not
now.
before? Why now?
Oh, gosh. I think it was just something that I was attracted to. And there may have even been a little bit of, like, I just, you know, I love men. I grew up around nothing but boys. But that's all I really knew.
Yeah.
And so I've now considered, you know, dating outside of my race, although I've never done it before. I know you look at me
ever.
No,
But I think it's a real conversation to have where I think, one, you should never be ashamed of what you're attracted to.
Right.
Yeah. Like that, you shouldn't be like, oh, I feel bad. That's what you were attracted to. But was there anything else that ever made you be like, not for me? And what now makes you be like, might be for me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I would also, if I could get a little
sorry,
deeper, I
go
would
for
also
it.
question, I just want to question, like, why wouldn't you have been open to that before?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It was just something. That's all I ever knew.
Okay.
You know.
So it's the unknown.
The unknown. It was the unknown. I didn't know how. I like muscular butts. I like big lips on mine.
Historically,
Is that bad to say?
No, it's what you're into.
But I'm open now. Like bump that.
Well, all right.
I think historically Black women have always been loyal to the Black race, and especially Black men. And so there was all this fear of not dating outside their race because they felt like they were being disloyal.
Loyalty is a good word to describe that. Yeah.
And the thing is that the truth of the matter is, and we've talked about this before on this show, is that the pool of Black men, especially as you get older, gets smaller. I find that I have a lot of my sisters who are like in their 40s, their 50s. They have their degrees, they've raised their children, and they find themselves alone. Now, if you are in that, I would suggest that, yes, if you want to find a Black man, try to find a Black man, but also open up your pool because life is short and love should be available for everybody.
And to piggyback off what you just said, I think that's another reason why in my culture they encourage you to date within your race because they want to, it's what they're used to. It's what all they know. And
Do they actually say that?
And they don't always feel comfortable to try to speak the other language. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm first gen and I can speak English. So as long as you speak English, we got a fighting chance. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to say that if you aren't comfortable with dating outside your race and you are of English speaking, you should just take a second to think about why is that? Because God forbid you've been tainted with any ideas of other races or any, old stigmas from your family that might be habits that won't be healthy for you today in the dating world. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm just curious. You said they said you should probably stay within your race. Obviously, you
It's
just
just
said
a comfortable
because
thing.
of language. Did you ever feel, and this is for all the women, that your families ever kind of made you feel like we'd prefer that you stay in the race?
See, I think I had the opposite effect in the sense that I'm actually a product of an interracial, marriage. I am biracial. So I actually, contrary to some people's belief, I have dated every type of race. I have dated Ethiopian. Girl, I dated a Puerto Rican.
I know Annie was from New York.
How do you say your name? How do you say your name again?
He said my name like Tamara. That's how he got me. And guess what? I even dated an Asian.
You did?
Yes, his name